What's going on, boys? Ace Trainer X here, and I just went to my very first Pokemon event. Yay! So I'm going to talk a little bit about that, but most importantly, I'm going to be talking about my 5 key takeaways as a new player from that event. So let's just dive right in. Number one, my first key takeaway is that it is okay to be new. I am a Pokemon noob, but I am a trading card game kind of veteran. I was really invested in Magic for a very long time, so I've been in that scene for quite some time. And playing other trading card games, there is sometimes a stigma with new players or people who are net decking or maybe playing the meta decks and having no skill. But I felt very welcomed at this event. I met a lot of new people, a lot of old people, a lot of locals that I already knew that were playing Pokemon, people that actually got me involved in the game and everything. And everyone was super welcoming and awesome. It was a great community, an awesome time. And I did not feel alienated as a new player. In fact, I felt very welcome, even by the people that are really good at the game. They were helping me out. They were showing me their cards, telling me the strategy, how to play your deck appropriately. And I even had one guy, come over and he looked kind of like a professional player. He had a jersey on and everything, and he was kind of guiding me through the meta game and stuff. And he was super awesome. So shout out to that guy. If you ever see this video, you know who I'm talking about. I really appreciate you helping me out on my very first tournament. Number two, Pokemon seems to have a very high skill ceiling, but a very low level of entry. Like, it was super easy to learn the game. Even as a new player who's only been playing a couple of weeks, I flowed very easily into the competitive scene at my local store without really having a lot of issues or gears or things to understand. Since there are less cards, I guess, being played in the meta, I kind of knew exactly what's happening. I knew the Pokemon people were playing. And while I didn't really know how to metagame appropriately or play my deck really super fancily, I was able to really get into the action. Like, I was able to kind of just jump in, and I felt like I was doing pretty good, even against the more pro players, even though I had no idea what I was doing. But I never really felt wiped. I never felt like I whiffed. I never felt like I got, really messed up on my plays or anything. But it really has this skill ceiling where I feel like I have a ton of a way to go, but I was able to just jump right in and really have a great and awesome time. So that was super cool. And actually, it's probably one of my favorite things about Pokemon so far is that I was really just able to jump right in and have an awesome time without knowing a lot of the intergame. So number three is going to be, you really need to know in Pokemon when, where, how, and why to use your utility, your trainer cards. This is something that is kind of similar in Magic to like instants or sorceries and playing them well and knowing where they are on the stack, how they resolve, when to respond to things. But Iona was obviously like not really a big surprise to me, but being Iono'd is kind of feels bad, but really knowing when to use that Ultra Ball, when to search your deck, what to know what's in your prize pool is completely different than Magic. There is so much fetch, so much draw in Pokemon. You can easily use your deck as a type of resource to know exactly when, where, why, and how to play your particular trainer cards. I also learned it is super important to know how much energy you have left, because I accidentally misplayed and I used the Charizard EX when I only had 1 energy in my deck, even though I had a Super Rod in my hand. But even though it was little feels bad, it was still pretty cool overall. But yeah, number three is definitely knowing when, where, why, and how to use those trainer cards, because they're super important in Pokemon. Number four, tokens. Not really used, it seems like. Everyone uses dice, and I'm really excited everyone uses dice, because guess what, guys? I am awful at flipping tokens. I don't know why, if this is a learned skill, how to flip tokens, but I don't know why I'm so bad at this. But yeah, it seems like a lot of people use dice, which I was really excited for because I way prefer rolling over flipping tokens. Tokens are really awkward to me, and I'm not really sure why. You saw I'm not really good at it, but rolling dice really feels a lot better. So I was excited that people were actually rolling dice for heads or tails, and it made me feel a lot better that I wasn't scumming someone on a bad token flip that I really wasn't meaning to do. Last but not least, guys, number five. So the last thing I really learned from my first event was, it is okay to not know things. It's okay to be new, and it's really okay to take your time with this hobby. Pokemon is an awesome game. I'm learning a lot from people and the veterans and stuff, but a lot of the older players in the community, the biggest thing they kind of told me is that your deck is much like a toolbox, and the more you know about the metagame and what people are doing, the better you can counter that with your own toolbox of cards. So that's probably the most interesting thing that I kind of learned, and probably the biggest five takeaway is that learning what other people are playing, just like in Magic, is really important to know what your opponent is going to do so you can use your deck more effectively against what they are doing. I was playing Charizard EX, and honestly, I was mostly focused on learning, asking questions, getting involved in the community, taking a little bit of B-roll footage because I'm being a YouTube shill. But, you know, it was a really fun event. I hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm a growing Pokemon YouTuber, and obviously I don't have a lot of subscribers, but you know, I'm really trying, and I'm really invested in the community now, so I really hope to put out more content. So anyway, thanks for watching. Y'all take care, and good pools.